Good evening, my name is Laura. Thank you for joining me here at Osiadacz Family Farm. Tonight we're going to talk a little bit about Swiss chard. So Swiss chard is something that we utilize here on a regular basis pretty much every night. So I use the leaves for our dinner salads, and I like to saute the stems along with some other garden vegetables for a really delicious just mixture of veggies with some olive oil and seasonings. Everybody really enjoys it. The salads are good. I know what you're thinking. You've probably either read or heard from others that Swiss chard is not very good in salads. A lot of people say it's bitter. Now I argue that. I don't know if it's because we have the rainbow variety or what, but we really enjoy the greens. So I'm gonna take you out to the garden with me, and we're gonna harvest a few leaves, and I'll just show you how far it goes. Now, this is something that we have an abundance of, so I'm not really worried in running out anytime soon. And I just feel really blessed to have this as a resource for us in our diet. Swiss chard is incredibly good for you. It has tons of vitamins and minerals in it, and I really encourage you to embrace Swiss chard into your diet. I really don't think you'll be disappointed. So let's head out and we'll gather some of that Swiss chard. Let's head outside. Now, our garden is fairly close to our house. Where I have the Swiss chard is actually in our raised beds here. So I need to gather just some garden scissors, which I actually have right here. So I'm just gonna grab those, bear with me. Yep. And we will get our vegetables gathered. Now, I did a video not too long ago about our raised beds that are covered to protect them from the deer, and that's where our Swiss chard is. Now, I'm going to show you something that I have to be very careful about. This is the aisle between the Swiss chard and our electric fence, so I always have to be extremely careful there. Maybe next year we can move the fence a little bit. I have been zapped a time or two, so I don't necessarily want to repeat that tonight. Let's get picking. Okay, now I think is the right time to introduce you all to our bunny, Bun-Bun, and he is not just any rabbit. He is a member of the family, and he's really cute. We keep him inside. He is not probably what somebody would think of as a farm animal, but we love him. He brings us a lot of joy, and he spends a lot of time with us out in the garden too. Probably not contributing a lot other than just joy to our lives, and he really enjoys the vegetables as well. So I'm gonna give Bun-Bun a little treat. Hey Bun-Bun, how are you? Are you ready for a treat? Let's see if he likes it. Oh yeah, that's so good. Oh my gosh, Bun-Bun is a fan of the Swiss chard. Look at him go. Isn't he adorable? So like I said, Bun-Bun is a member of the family, and we move him around the yard. We joke that he is our lawnmower, which isn't too far from the truth. I think he wants a little bit more. Look how cute he is. Okay, Bun-Bun, just a little bit more, and then the rest is for us. Let's see. Okay, let's see if you like this. Here, Bun-Bun. Oh, yum. Again, Bun-Bun is a fan of the Swiss chard. He's having a hard time on that stem, but he's a fan. What do you think? Huh? What do you think? Are we buds? Yeah. Well, I hope Bun-Bun gives you a little bit of joy today too. He certainly is a huge contributor for happiness in our family. Okay, so now we have our Swiss chard, and as you can see, there is lots of big, beautiful leaves that are just so nutritious. There's also the stems, which are completely edible and good for you as well. I'm going to be utilizing these leaves in our dinner salads and the stems in our vegetable sauté. So let's get cooking. We're going to start with cutting the greens for our salad, and then we'll move into the sauté. I'll show just a little time-lapse video of how I cut the leaves. I'm sure it's nothing new to anybody watching this, but it's still a fun process. As you can see here, we have a nice bowl full of the freshly cut chard greens. I'm now going to move over to our cutting board once again, and you can see that we have all of the stems, and this is what I put in the vegetable sauté. As you probably noticed when I was cutting, these sections here are parts of the stem that are actually up into the leaf, and I cut those out as well just because they are, well, they're difficult to chew, at least for me, when they are raw. So I prefer all of the stem, including these smaller pieces, in the vegetable sauté. Okay, I have the chopped Swiss chard in the skillet. It's ready to go. I put in just a little bit of olive oil. You can season with herbs however you like. I'm also going to be putting in some cut yellow beans as well as some onion from the garden, and we'll go from there. I am going to turn the camera around because I want to show you something that just caught my eye as I was filming. And that's a saying that is directly behind me, and this came from my grandmother's kitchen, and I just think it's so true and right on as far as having gatherings in your home. Take a look at that right there, straight from my grandma's house. No matter where I serve my guests, it seems they like my kitchen best. Isn't that the truth? Doesn't this look delicious? Look at all of these garden vegetables. Now everything here came straight out of our garden. I'm going to turn down the heat just a little bit. We got the Swiss chard stems, we got the yellow beans, we got some onions, and it is going to make a delicious side for our dinner tonight. It's time for dinner. As you can see, we have plated the Swiss chard salad as well as the sauteed vegetables with the yellow beans, Swiss chard, and onions, and some cod that I took out of the freezer that our family caught this spring during a fishing trip at the ocean. Thank you for joining me this evening. We cleaned all of our plates, so as you can see, it must not have been too bad. Hopefully you'll try Swiss chard in one of your dinner salads and saute the stems or even the entire Swiss chard leaf and stem in your sauteed vegetables. If you enjoyed this video, I ask you to please hit that like button as well as subscribe to our channel. Until next time.